My reaction is up on Patreon, fans, because it was claimed by WB as usual. Even though I've worked with them several times on several projects, every time I ask for them to whitelist me so that I'm not claimed for some reason, I just never get an email back. So it is what it is. Up on Patreon, become a Super Magnus site, and you'll be able to see all of my copyright claimed trailers. The trailers you thought I didn't react to. They're there, along with movie reactions, anime reactions, and television show reactions. Now, let's see here. One of my favorite channels here, IGN's going to do a breakdown, because I was very, wow, this is a very interesting trailer. You'll see my reaction if you get over there. Let's do this.
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
Strap on your Ray-Bans and leather jackets because it's finally time to re-enter the Matrix. First trailer for the long-awaited fourth film in the series is here. It's got blue pills, red pills, and martial arts galore, but we have two questions above all else. First, how are Neo and Trinity still alive? And second, what's up with that rubber ducky?
I think it's a reboot
Let's
of the Matrix reboot.
Suggests the conflict between man and machine is taking a very different turn in 2021. The early shots show us an older yet inexplicably still living version of Keanu Reeves' Thomas Anderson, aka the Cyber Messiah Neo. He's living
And he looks like John Wick, not like Neo at all.
Faint memories of his old life. Later in the trailer, Neo encounters Trinity at a coffee shop, and we see both of them struggling to figure out why the other seems so familiar.
Yeah.
The Matrix itself looks far more peaceful and futuristic than the grungy
like it did at the end
metropolis we saw in the
Revolutions.
Based on the ending of the Matrix Revolutions, humans and machines have formed a peace treaty, and the Matrix has been rebooted to become less of a totalitarian hellscape. But if Neo himself is any indication, that doesn't necessarily mean most humans are aware they're living inside a simulation.
Right, he's starting to wake up.
This elevator scene shows just how enthralled the average person is with technology and social media. How can anyone free their minds from the Matrix if they can't even log off Reddit? So, how are Neo and Trinity alive when we saw them both die in the climax of the Matrix Revolutions?
They're new ones.
For one thing, we don't know if either of them still have a physical body outside of the Matrix. It is possible Neo's communion with the machine intelligence somehow allowed his mind to escape into the Matrix as his body died. This shot shows Neo with a very strange reflection in the mirror. It could suggest Neo and Trinity have both hijacked somebody else's body, just like Agent Smith and his colleagues used to do. Speaking of which, we do see a shot of an agent taking over a police officer's body. Even if the new alliance between humanity and machines still exists, it seems the Matrix still needs merciless programs to keep the peace. The trailer features another brief shot of someone waking up in the real world inside their pod. It's hard to tell if this character is Neo, Trinity, or someone else entirely, but perhaps we'll learn the machines were somehow able to revive Neo's body and plug him back in. After all, Neo is the most thinly disguised Christ metaphor this side of Zack Snyder's Superman. His death was always going to be followed by a resurrection. The trailer introduces several of the new cast members.
That looks like Morpheus.
Early on, we meet Neil Patrick Harris's therapist character, who helps Thomas Anderson deal with his troubling dreams and keeps him supplied with a steady dose of memory-wiping blue pills. Those pills are called ontolofloxacin. Ontology is a branch of philosophy that deals with existence and the nature of reality. Prime Matrix material. Later, we meet Yahya Abdul-Mateen II's character, a man who looks an awful lot like a young Morpheus. Assuming this is Morpheus, one of the big mysteries in the sequel is why Neo's old friend and mentor has been reborn in a new form, rather than aging like Neo and Trinity have. Echoing the original film, this Morpheus gives Neo a red pill to help awaken his mind and counteract the blue pills. His line, "Time to fly," is a callback to the first movie. Both the lines,
It's called mescaline. It's the only way.
And the fact that Neo alone is able to transcend the physical laws of the Matrix enough to literally fly. Morpheus also refers to the only reason you're still here, why you're still fighting. Is this implying that Neo willingly re-entered the Matrix in order to find and rescue Trinity? We also see a new take on the iconic dojo fight between Neo and Morpheus. This time, instead of saying, "I know Kung Fu," Neo tells Morpheus, "You don't know me." The trailer also introduces Jessica Henwick's character, another martial arts whiz who may or may not be working alongside Morpheus. At one point, we can see both characters fleeing down a hallway while an agent shoots at them. Interestingly, Morpheus's clothing is dominated by the color red here, whereas Henwick's character has a distinctive blue streak in her hair. Does this mean Henwick's character is morally opposed to pulling humans out of the Matrix? The red versus blue motif can be seen all over the trailer, from the blue color of the therapist's glasses to the red of Morpheus's suit. But unlike the original trilogy, the conflict between red and blue in Enlightenment versus Security may not be so clear-cut. Maybe escaping the Matrix isn't all it's cracked up to be, especially if the love of your life is still inside.
Have we met?
Late in the trailer, we also meet Jonathan Groff's character. This man seems to be aware of the Matrix and of Neo's past. Could he be the architect in a new form? Possibly not, as a clip seen on whatisthematrix.com shows Groff's character enduring the same mouth-erasing torture Neo faced in the original movie. Whomever he is, this character appears to be human.
Back to the Matrix.
The trailer includes a handful of other Easter eggs and nods to the original movie. Neo sees a black cat again, mirroring the scene where he learned about the true meaning of deja vu. There are several references to Alice in Wonderland, including the use of Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit in the soundtrack, and Henwick's character sporting a rabbit tattoo.
You're going to have to fill me.
And as for that rubber ducky that seems to be Neo's only companion, this could be a reference to a computer programming concept known as rubber duck debugging, where a programmer reviews their own code by explaining it line by line in the simplest terms possible to a rubber ducky. Like Morpheus once said, no one can be told what the Matrix is, and this is a puzzle Neo has to solve for himself. Finally, it's worth pointing out the one thing that's conspicuously absent in the trailer. While we see brief glimpses of the film's many action scenes, we don't see any slow-motion bullet time sequences. Are those scenes being saved for the final movie, or has even Lana Wachowski decided bullet time's day is done?
You never know.
We don't use that.
That's crazy with her
That's all
screaming
we
like
found in
that.
the new trailer. Let us know if we missed anything in the comments below, and make sure to keep it locked on IGN for more on the Matrix Resurrections.
Oh, you know they're gonna let you know if you missed something, IGN. The comments are probably filled with them. I gotta say, after seeing the trailer, I'm really excited for this. You know, like a lot of these new movies, these sequels, you know, years and years later, you get worried. I'm not worried. I feel good about it. I think I'm very intrigued by this trailer. Like I said, you'll see that when you watch the trailer over at Patreon. But yeah, I'm very interested in it. I can't unsee John Wick. I wish he had his original Neo look, but whatever. He's older, but you know, this is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. It definitely looks like that's supposed to be Morpheus. I highly doubt that it's not Morpheus. I don't know why he wouldn't be back for it. Why Lawrence Fishburne wouldn't be back for it. I don't know if it's because he's gained weight over the years. I don't know if it's too old and they wanted a younger one and they didn't want to spend money on de-aging him. Like, you know, Will Smith and his movie, Gemini. I don't know. I don't know at all why he's not in it, rehashing his role. But I'm seriously interested. So, yeah. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. Let me know what they missed. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that new thanks button, that like button, subscribe, and share. 2 million subscribers. Woo!